be, guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Transformers action figure review on the ThreeZero DLX Transformers Rise of the Beast movies Optimus Primal. I gotta give a big thanks to ThreeZero for setting me up with this figure to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from ThreeZero, check them out. Link is in the description below. All opinions in this video are of my own. And I love the Transformers Rise of the Beast movie, and this is some nice looking imagery right over here. You have some Velcro holding it all together, so you can see Optimus Primal right over there, Optimus Primal right there inside the box. As far as the rest of the packaging goes, you can see it says DLX right over here, and then we get some nice looking product shots over there, and you can change the faceplate to his alt mode, it looks like. That's pretty interesting, so I'm very curious about that. Then on this side right here, see that Maximal logo, Transformers Rise of the Beast, Optimus Primal, DLX right over there, ThreeZero hooking up with that big DLX, and then on the top right there it says DLX, Optimus Primal, then a bunch of warning stuff and legal mumbo jumbo at the bottom. Alright, let's get to it and crack this thing open. If you're trying to get your ThreeZero figures, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's the big old monkey butt out of the packaging, and man, ThreeZero knows how to deliver with the details. I gotta say, this thing is just very impressive to look at, and we're going to get a look at the details very soon. I'm gonna try to not try to look at every single little speck and piece of battle damage that is given to this piece, but damn it, man, it keeps giving as far as the details go. We also get some really good accessories as well, and yes, I do have some gripes I'm going to mention about this figure, so we'll get into all of that, but first, let's get a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll get a closer look at Optimus Primal. So you have 3 interchangeable faceplates with this figure, and all of these accessories that you can see right here. You get 4 sets of interchangeable hands, you get the blades, you get the chain, you get the little adapter pieces so you can put it on the back, and you get the stand. These hands all look great. This nice silver dry brushing throughout on this black plastic or gunmetal gray plastic. That's really the color that we get for the hands over here, and they're soft enough where you could pry him open and get him to hold his blades, which is pretty damn awesome. You get the relaxed hands over here. You can see how much that's shining. That silver over gunmetal gray is just so freaking cool. Love the little nicks and dents that you can see throughout over here. The battle damage, and then you get these splayed wide open hands right over here, and they're very easy to interchange. And then you get the blades, which look awesome with this translucent orange inside there. I love how that came out. And there's a little bit of a touch of brown over here too, showing us some rust. And then you get the connecting port right there. So there's the male side, female side right there. And they are not 100% identical to each other, but, you know, very similar. It's just the paint applications on them is just slightly different. Then you want one facing down, one facing up, and you could port them together like that. There that goes. Yeah, detaching them is a little bit harder to do. You could also attach this chain, which is about 13 inches across. It's made out of real metal, and it has some nice rust paint added to it. I thought I spilled something on this at first, and then I started chipping some of it away with my thumbnail, and I was like, wait, nope, I think I'm ruining it. So this is really badass, and you can go ahead and attach both of these pieces right over here so that you can have him holding the chain, and then you go ahead and get this side. Yeah, there it goes. So yeah, you want to make sure that middle piece comes out where both of those blades attach. So I have that out there, and now I could put the other side in here, and you have a very nice look with the chain going in between each of them, and I think that's pretty badass, posing them around like that. So nice looking chain. And then lastly, you get these little pieces right over here that you could use to plug into the back of Optimus Primal, and you do have to remove these little pieces that you could see that are attached to these. Are those brake pads? He's got brake pads on, and you have to unplug these little pieces right here. So I'm not pushing that in all the way, but that's what it looks like, and you have to remove that and then port in these tabs right here, and then you could have him, after you remove the chain piece, you can go ahead and get these stored on the back of the figure like so. And I think that's pretty cool that you could do that. So I like that. I appreciate it. And then we also get the stand back here, which is really helpful. I do like this stand. We've seen this a whole bunch of times. It's a standard issue stand, but yeah, it says Transformers, Rise of the Beasts right over there. You could lift this up and down to lock it in, or, you know, release right here. So you could move this up and down and adjust. You could slide this in and out. Where's the button? Right here is the button. And then you could slide that down and up. And then you remove this tab to adjust the cradle part. And this plugs right into his culito. Forgot where I left the culo port, but that's where you plug that in. But luckily, you could cover that with his hairy nalgas. You're learning so much Spanish today. Good for you. So here's a closer look at Optimus Primal, and this is the faceplate that I like the least, just because the figure itself is really the robot mode, and this is his ape mode, and yeah, it's not a match, but I think it's cool that it's included. You know, it's nice to look at, nice paint detail on this faceplate. Everything has nice paint detail, like I said earlier in the video. You also get a light up feature here, so you have to remove this yourself. Well, I mean, of course, you have to insert batteries yourself, but it doesn't come with batteries, is what I meant to say. So 1.5 volt, I think these were LR44s that I put in there. I'll leave an annotation correcting myself if I'm wrong about that. But you go ahead and hit the button and you can see the eyes light up a nice green color. And I really do like that a lot. So that's pretty damn cool. You can just shut it off like that. Sometimes the head won't be as flush as it was at first, but, you know, it doesn't ruin the figure for me. Then switching the faceplates is a little bit tricky to do. You just want to pop the head off and then dig into this little piece, which doesn't have a whole lot of coverage for you. So you make sure you don't just trim your nails right before putting that in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put, let's put the mouth plate on there. Yeah, this is my favorite one right here, where he's got the mouth. Reminds me the most of the Beast Wars cartoon, and that one looks sick. And then you also have this faceplate, which is also pretty badass. I do like him having the mouth guard on there, and you can see how that looks on the figure as well. But yeah, this one's my favorite of the three. Does look pretty damn badass. I also like the mouth guard one too. It reminds me of Prime. But yeah, nice details. You can see the browns. You can see the silver dry brushing throughout on this thing. As we look throughout the figure, I'm going to really try not to talk about every single little freaking thing, but you can see the rust throughout. You can see the silver dry brushing throughout. And then this darker brown color over here. We get like different colors of rust throughout. The fur, it's not just a flat gray color. It has brown mixed in there with it. The fur creeping out the side right here, that has gray over black on it. You lift up the panels, you see more paint detail in there. Even though it's covered up, it's loaded with paint detail. This whole section right here, loaded with paint detail. Just everywhere. It looks freaking awesome. The mechanics, the innards, how everything works right here, it just looks so freaking sick. Love the silver with the speckled paint over it right over there. Man, and the inside of it, nice silver paint and everything. And this is a premium figure, and they deliver on that premium quality right here with all this paint detail and sculpt. You can see on the back, and with these DLX figures, it really shines when you look at the back of them, because there's just so many mechanics sculpted in here with these things. You can move these out of the way. You can see all those pistons and springs, and all that stuff. I do think it's weird that he has rotors and brake pads right here on the back, but whatever. It adds to it. It's another detail that's cool to see. You can see more pistons on the back right here. There's the monkey butt. The hands will pop off a little bit easier than I want them to. And there's this one piece right here that as I was articulating the figure, it did pop off on me. I just got it ported back on. I haven't glued it on yet. So when we go over the articulation, we'll watch that fall off again. The crotch has some nice paint on it. Again, the furry parts on the legs and on the sides, they all have nice brown paint detail mixed in there, and it just looks so damn sick. You can see functioning piston work right over there when you bend these knees. Damn, dude. Everything. Like I said, I am not going to be able to talk about every little detail. When you have this in hand, you could just gawk at it yourself. But holy crap. Or you can gawk at it right now. Feel free. I don't mind. You can gawk while you're watching my videos. Gawk away. Go ahead. Gawk out with your cock. And then look at those toes right there. You can see all that nice rust and dirt and everything. Looks so damn sick. And the paint at the bottom of the feet over here. Dude. Freaking awesome. It's a visual delight. I can't say that enough about the ThreeZero figures. That's Just so sick. So I really do like the articulation of this figure. You can move the head side to side right here. You can get him looking up a bunch, and the neck moves forward and back a little bit. You can get the head to look down. And then you have these panels right here that shift up and down. You can't rotate them side to side on the shoulder pads, but you do have this really cool butterfly joint with the pecs shifting inward, and you can see the back panel pieces moving out with it, which is damn freaking awesome. While we're looking at the back, you have a ball joint right here and right here, and you could rotate these around as you'd like, so that is very cool and helpful for displaying. And then you could rotate the arms all the way around, a full 360 right there. You get the bicep swivel, you have double jointed elbows, and then you have these forearm pieces that shift up and around. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but you could also port the blades into this underside right here, so that's pretty cool. You could do that as well. Did not show that off earlier, whoopsie. Anyway, you could put those back right there. You get ball joints on these wrists. You want to be careful. There's this little disc piece right here that fell off on this side, so just be mindful of that. I feel like the glue got loose or something. Now keep in mind, it's a scorching 79 degrees out here in Northern California, which, you know, compared to the rest of the world would be like 120, all right? So don't laugh at me when I say scorching 79, all right? Hottest it usually gets is like 68. So I'm cooking in here in this freaking garage right now. Anyway, you have the diaphragm joint that moves side to side, and it pivots quite a bit, and it moves forward. It does not crunch back right there, and we don't get a waist cut, but we get these awesome hip joints that move all the way forward, so you can get him really kicking. Oh, instead of heel to the butt, you could do a foot to the face. There you go. You get the foot to the face, almost. And then you can move back that much. You get rotation right there. You also have these panels on the upper thighs that can move around for you, so you can move them in and out. You have some really good double jointed knees right there, again with those pistons that actually function. And then you could rotate the ankle side to side. You could not move the foot down, but it will move up. Oh, god damn it, there goes another little piece right there. That sucks. It's the first time that happened. And you also get ankle pivot. So yeah, that's like the biggest downside for me, is just little pieces popping off. But everything's tabbed pretty well, where it's not super hard to get it back on there. This just fell off for the first time, and there it goes, just ports right back on. But yeah, I will need to glue that. Yeah, stuff has fallen off. I'm not happy about it. Now, to measure out this DLX Optimus Primal figure, you can see that he is standing just barely over 12 inches tall. Now, I don't have too many size comparisons for you guys, but I will show off this Optimus Primal next to the DLX Optimus Prime from the Transformers Bumblebee movie, and damn it, they look sick side by side. And here's our DLX Optimus Primal next to the Hasbro Transformers Rise of the Beast Voyager class Optimus Primal. And I don't know if you could tell from there, but this one has way more details than that one right there. But from farther away, they do look a lot more similar. Then here's the DLX Optimus Primal next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man, and I'm not doing a stop motion today. I need to get out of this scorching hot garage. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, we'll go ahead and take your thumb, just give it a little squeeze on that subscribe button, why don't you? I certainly appreciate it. I have more Transformers I want to talk about on this channel. I have some Transformers 1 stuff I want to talk about. And damn it, have you seen Transformers 1 yet? If you haven't, go check it out. It is awesome. That's my favorite Transformers movie. But anyway, back to this Rise of the Beast figure. I really love this thing. It looks sick as hell. Now, I do have my issues with it, but as far as the detail goes, it pops so well in this scale. The premium paint, the premium sculpt is there. The premium paint, the premium sculpt is there with this thing. And I love the articulation. Just the only downside is little pieces coming off and me having to put those back on, which in comparison to some other companies like Hot Toys, usually with a Hot Toys figure, if you ever break, oh, it's really broken. But with this, at least you could put it back together. Now, I'm not trying to make up excuses for ThreeZero. I'm just talking facts over here. So it can be really irritating with pieces coming off. I don't like that pieces come off. It is frustrating, but I'm still able to enjoy the figure. That's the point I'm trying to make. At the price point of around 250 bucks, which is not cheap, man, I'm still really happy with this thing. It looks incredible, and I'm going to give it a SUD rating of... I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, whatnot, and Mercari. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
With some nice shiny... Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Rashad,